Let's just see what we can see here. Are we on the line?
Karate is now live. Right.
Oh, here's BP. Hang on. I'll let him in.
It's so professional. I'm so impressed. Hello, world. Welcome to Bar Karate, the sailing podcast. It is update number 2 of the 2024 Sydney Hobart Yacht Race. My name's Jordan Spencer, and along with my two idiot mates, Mr. Nick Bice and the invisible Brett Perry, we're going to be doing twice daily live updates. If you have not come across Bar Karate before, it is nearly 300 episodes of discussion with some of the major players in the world of sailing. It's very much considered a comedy show by all the podcast rating agencies. I think they're just laughing at us, in all honesty. But regardless, we are here to talk about overnight, the first overnight in the Sydney to Hobart. And there's no other way to say it. It has been a tragic overnight. We have had the death of 2 people, both getting hit by booms to the head, we assume. And we feel very sad for the families of those people doing something that they love and they want to be doing. Do we have some inside goss? We have a little bit of knowledge. We're probably not going to share too much. We do want to say that
I think given the timing and just how recent it is, it's probably, like you say, Jordan, condolences to everyone, not only families, but also sailing community. I think I've received multitudes of messages this morning, and everyone would be feeling it, not only here in Australia, but globally. So, yeah, condolences to all. As things do kind of come out of the mix, we will share what is public knowledge, but nothing more, nothing less, no speculation. It's just a tragedy. So
obviously
not
we
good
have
for
to.
anyone.
No, not good at all.
By the way, BP, welcome to the show.
Yeah, good to see you, BP.
Yeah.
But Bowline,
not a good start. Had lots of phone calls this morning, so it's been. I was actually up very early, and the news came through. So not quite how to handle this one.
Well, Bowline Beneteau 44-7 is from South Australia. I think South Australian Yacht Squadron.
Out of the squadron,
Correct.
Yep. I was talking to a couple of members just before the Hobart. So that's very close to home for all 3 of us, seeing that's where we met, and we're sort of, our little bond has eventuated out of Adelaide. We've all got tight connections into Adelaide. So we're a bit nervous there. The other boat, Flying Fish Arctis, that's part of a school, training school.
Very, very famous, popular school, been going for eons, the last 25 years, super professional company. And obviously this is an accident that has happened.
Middle Harbour Yacht Club. So unfortunately for the boat people on Flying Fish Actros, most of them are first timers in the Hobart. So this is a tragic way to start their adventure down south. Again, we're not going to say much more than that. We can say, contact with booms, which does suggest, can we probably guess Chinese jibe? Is that what we want to say? Do we want to talk about that? But we probably have to guess something like that. So anyway, we'll leave it there. We'll talk about the race overall, because it has been, we talked about it last night when we were going into, or leaving our discussion from yesterday. It was going to be a tough night. We were expecting a bit of damage and a few withdrawals. Probably didn't predict that Comanche would come out. That boat's never retired, so mainsail damage on board her. Were you
just
boys
going to the retirements now, boys?
Okay.
Sussing it out. You got that up there?
Oh, there's some interesting ones.
Yep. Yeah, we 100%. Yep.
Just running through the notes. What have we got? Alive has retired with engine issues.
Ironic in a sailing boat thing, but anyway, continue.
given you're running
Well, that's a
everything
big one. The next one down's a big one.
full hydraulic. But they've had a bit of a shocking run in the lead up to the Hobart. They had to pull out of all the Solus big boat stuff. In regards to they had foil issues, then they've got these engine issues. Bacchanal with the broom.
Just before you go on there, boss, of course, that boat is going to be doing it double-handed in the Melbourne Osaka. So I hope they fix some of those issues. So anyway, Bacchanal, big surprise. Yes. Continue.
Broken boom. Halibut 12, mainsail damage. Centennial 7 being the ex-Celestial, 52.
Yep.
Mainsail
got
damage.
cold?
All got cold. It's a bit different to the Philippines.
Great effort. I'm assuming you'd hope to think, though, moving forward, you hope to think that they've got the little bug and we see them again. So please, gentlemen on Sentinel 7, please, please let's see you again next year.
You've invested in the wet weather gear now, so you have to come back.
That's right.
And then, of course, as you say, Jordan, the big one is Master Lock Comanche. She's out.
Well, there's a couple of big ones here, but keep going.
So, then we Mayfair, broken equipment, whatever that means. Philosopher dismasted. Porco Rosso being the ex Victoire Cookson 50, retired. Rum Rebellion, equipment damage. Transcendence, dismast. URM, the big one here. URM had my money on those for the IR7. Dismasted.
I'm still going.
And then Zeus, who absolutely had the hammer down last night in that big downwind sailing, fall damage. So remembering they're the DSS, so fall assisted. So whether it's that, whether it's a rudder, whether it's kill, who knows at this point.
So some big retirees.
I just assumed it'd be the DSS foil damage. It's normally it'd be expressed as rudder damage or keel damage.
We might get Seb Simon on board.
Yeah,
he sails around the Southern Ocean with no foil.
That's right. We might give him a call. So a lot of damage.
Shall we have a quick look at the line on us?
Yep.
Yeah.
There. Law Connect.
I've been watching the Law Connect live stream this morning. Just sitting there watching.
All right, let's have a quick look at that, shall we?
And they're just crack sheets, just bouncing upwind. Yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of water over the deck. There you go.
Right.
Oh, yum, that looks nice, doesn't it?
I think that's Goffy. I reckon that's Goffy just ducking there.
He's just putting his head down and having a bite of his Vegemite on toast.
That is Bass Strait at its finest on a reach.
Coffee.
Bass Strait on a reach.
It's classic Bass Strait, isn't it? Absolutely.
It's just look at that. They've got looks like they've got a little bit of a reacher up, and they're going bashing into it. It's really uncomfortable on this part of the world.
Oh,
they look pretty happy. Anyway,
J4, just a couple of tucks in, 30 knots, reaching 90 true wind angle. Could be nothing worse. Nothing worse.
No.
Anyway, at least upwind you're not going
for the shelter of Tasman Island. But I'm going to talk about this in a minute because it's got some really interesting points to discuss.
Okay.
Thinking about this, obviously before the bad news of the what we had this morning.
Actually, yeah, go on, BP.
I just wanted to say that I've been sort of really, really interested to see how all this pans out because there's some interesting things about to happen. Obviously, yeah.
Do tell, Savant.
Just go back to the line on his list, and then I'll let BP because then we can actually see what boat speeds they're doing and all that sort of stuff at the same time. So, okay, sorry to interrupt, BP. So
you're good. And this is sort of directly relative to my theory that they're going to be aiming in, which they all are. They've got that southerly, they've got through the ridge. The little boats are still coming down and getting head-butted. These boats are now starting to get the breeze abeam and will get down towards the Tasmanian coast, and that is going to flick slightly after beam and flatter water. We're going to see some acceleration, and I'm sort of estimating we're going to see Wild Thing, Celestial 7, the Celestial, and Law Connect put a bit of a gap on, and this is where it gets interesting this afternoon.
Yep, you're 100% right.
Very interesting this afternoon with this little with summer arriving on the east coast of Tasmania around about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
No, I believe the exact term was nice day to go to the beach, Jordan Spencer.
Nice day to go to the beach, Jordan Spencer.
Yeah. So, the one thing I did, so Law Connect this morning has been mostly, I saw its boat speeds around been 8, 10, 12, and then 14 last time I checked, and now she's at 22, whereas Wild Thing and Celestial have all been around that 14 and 16 knots.
Yep.
But that's why I was sitting on the Law Connect stream for a while just to try and work out if they were going slow for any reason. But now they're clearly just.
I mean, they're only what is it? A few miles ahead, 10
That's
miles
right.
or so
They were
of
getting
Celestial,
closed
which
down.
has had a
But this is
perfect Volvo conditions. And there's what's worse than being on a 100-footer in those conditions? Being on a 70-footer.
Yeah. And what's worse than that?
Being on a 30-footer.
It used to be an 80-footer, now it's a 100-footer.
I do. If you go back to where you were there, and just pull the map down a bit. Look at that. Look at how everyone's just got bunched up. Just
and
there,
this is again
on
my
that
point.
change, right on that change. They've all just going. Everyone's just condensed.
It's really interesting. Exactly. It's really interesting to see Caro and Smuggler just sneaking through there. If they can hang on to that tail. The only question I've got with Smuggler and Caro is they're going to be down the east coast, right at the worst of the of that little soft spot. And the 3 leader boats are going to be around the corner, which opens the door up for some interesting IRC results.
I'm still.
I'll let you in on a little secret.
Oh, secret! Oh.
I've got a little secret, and
is
there was
it interesting?
A note,
is it interesting?
Very interesting. There was a note that came through saying that I've lost my money on Comanche. Well, yes, I have. But as a professional that I am, I've whacked 20 on Wild Thing for IRC overall.
Oh yeah, you got no chance in hell, mate. Absolutely no chance in hell.
It's like a donation you're just making to the rich. You're an idiot.
No, but I think
let's have a look here while we're talking there. IRC.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That one.
Well,
that makes a lot of sense.
I think we're going to see massive changes. I am going to say that we're going to see the big boats at the top. I think Celestial is looking in absolute glamour shape right now.
Glamour shape. She's got a massive gap on everyone.
We did say this off air before we started this, Bicey, didn't we? That could Celestial figure again? And we were both pretty adamant that it was going to figure somehow.
Well, given the conditions, yeah, it's
she was going to win.
Definitely the boat for the job.
Yep.
Absolutely the boat for the job. And a few of my ex-colleagues on that particular vessel, we've been having a bit of banter back and forth, saying, imagine we're on board, we'd be there by now.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so interestingly, again, when I dialed in first thing this morning, Rupert Henry was sitting 3rd overall on IRC. He's just
got as high as 2nd there, Jay, this morning. So
yeah. He's 6th now. Just go back
to double-handers.
Oh yeah, okay. So I thought.
Yeah, go on. Just a shout out to Pac-Man there. That's the old outside edge, boys.
There we go.
From 1992 that I sailed on for 4 years with one Dave Morfitt. Has Peter Elkington and Scotty Kavanagh on board.
There you go.
Queensland.
So you can see that Mistral's got a little bit of a gap, much like Celestial has overall. If you just come down the list.
Just keeps going and going. So gonna have to get the website. The internet's going to have to get a longer web page. So the double-handers.
Yeah, they're going to have to extend. We're going to have to get bigger computers.
I did have a bit of a chuckle because during the TV commentary, the boat in 18th there, Celeste, the commentator
bring this up.
Peter tried to pronounce her surname.
Yes.
I did have a message from Saskia this morning. She just said that they're going super conservative, just taking it easy. They had a fair bit on last night. So, but yeah, you guys are more than welcome to take on the pronunciation.
Because you spent some some quality time with her at the 1 meter worlds. Why don't you do it?
It's Sebastian Kluvenvoort.
I was going to say, did a message tell you how to pronounce it?
No, she reckons I must muff it up. And she reckons when she goes to the Netherlands, they tell her she mispronounces it. So I don't think anyone gets it right. But
there we go.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
What time's this one?
This is as we speak
right
now.
You can see it. Yep.
So you've got the the front runners running down this area here, and like
Yeah,
you
that's
say,
right.
BP, it's going to start coming aft, so they'll slowly be easing as we go through.
And
then
that's
after
going to
this,
be the
the
break in the race right there. That's the
all the
window.
boats are getting a little caning in this period, this here area.
Yeah. So that little period down off the top of Tasmania, that's the race right there.
What
As I'm
beach would you
concerned.
be in, BP? You
What's
head
that?
up to St Helens, the Savo? What
Oh,
beach would you go to?
well, I'd go a little bit further south looking at that. What's that down that little
Well,
peninsula there?
Here, this is what's interesting, I think, is this is at midday today or a bit after.
Yep.
Just got this little light patch here that needs to be navigated,
Tackled.
of course.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're in for a record.
No.
I'm currently saying.
No.
So that's current status. So that's at
That's at 12 o'clock. So the big boats
2
have got
p.m. Yeah, and then if we go to midnight tonight, still Wesley reaching
big boat race.
and
big boat race.
Yeah,
Put
big
$1
boat.
billion
She's all
on
over.
Celestial.
I think that's it. We can shout it out now.
Got some inside news, boys.
Oh, go on.
Peter Schwartz has told us that Zeus had to retire. The foil got too hot. They were cavitating the whole way. It's got too much
Too
heat.
hot. It just
It was
boiled.
going too fast.
It was boiled.
Boiling the water.
Boiling the water. Good on you, Swat.
Good way to slice through a sunfish.
Oh, that's how.
Like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we are absolutely as predicted. Everything said so far has come right. Not except for Comanche dropping out. That was most
That's a bit
unexpected.
disappointing. I mean, obviously, feel for James and Matt and all the crew. It's a big investment and a big issue, but these conditions, they don't what do they say? They don't care about anything and anyone.
I reckon our IRC winner is sitting in that front group of 5 or 6 right there.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, well,
I think you might as well. You can write everyone else off.
I'm going to say the first 3.
Yeah.
I don't think Caro and Smuggler are going to get through it.
They're close. Where are they standing now? I'm not saying they're going to win, but
they'll definitely play a role. But I just think they're just a little bit too far north for that the summer on the East Coast. But Whisper's having a good race.
Yeah.
And No Limit. Let's mention them. They're having a cracker. They could sneak through. They could sneak through.
My little mate James Hodgson's on Whisper.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well coached, champion lad. Yeah. In exciting times. So what do we got? What are we thinking? It's all done and dusted. The IRC win's done and dusted.
By tonight's sked, 6 p.m. East Coast time. I think we'll be pretty close to.
Well,
seeing who's going to be taking the honours. They won't be finished, but it'll be pretty close.
Can we go through the other IRC rankings just so we can be right across the fleet? I'd like to do that. So on the overall Celestial, No Limit and Caro, that's pretty much. I reckon. Bill Barry Cotter, see that little Maritimo things right there?
Yeah, just putting down the coast.
I think that's going to disappear off the list.
Yeah.
Okay, we go down.
Division 1.
I'm interested in this Cocody. I'm interested in how they're going to go. I think we go Division 1.
That's Div 1.
Yeah.
So that doesn't surprise us. Probably the Ocean Crusaders.
Tomo's going okay.
Yeah.
Div 2, the Schutzbar, old campaigner, Brucey Taylor.
Yeah, Stringer's on board. That lot of probably the most experienced crew in terms of numbers. That.
They're up there.
Experience needed last night for sure.
Yeah. Cody, there you go. So this boat is one of those JPKs.
The 45 though, isn't it?
No, it's another one of the 1160s, whatever, but it's all French.
1180s.
It's all the French bloody Figaro sailors are sailing that thing.
Right.
And they've won division I think they've won their race division in pretty much most of the 600s already. So they're just basically sailing it around the world to try and win their race divisions. And
they're having a good crack at it.
They look like, I think that boat's being sailed very, very well. It's quite small, so it's on the wrong side of the weather, and I think that boat is being sailed quite well. I just wanted to point that out. I've been watching that one a little bit.
Let's have a look at Div
speaking
4. Got Rupert.
Being sailed well. He goes well. He goes all right, that bloke, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes okay.
Anything else you want to pick out there? There's some...
Bacardi.
Oh, the BA Cardi. Sorry. Let me go
Get
back.
down there. Let's get back to Div 4. Bacardi having a cracker.
The BA Cardi 10.
BA Bacardi.
Having an absolute blinder. Shout out to the Bacardi.
That would have been a bit of a roly-poly evening, wouldn't it?
My observation here, gents, no matter where you look at it, but all through 0 through to 5 is, some pretty seasoned campaigners, and that's what was needed to get through last night.
100%.
Let's see how the rest of the next couple of days pans out.
Yeah, I think we can officially call it a tough Hobart. I think it's going to be, it is a tough Hobart. It's not an easy fun one. It's the best way to describe it.
When is it ever?
Well, yeah.
Even when it's windy and down, even when it's 20 knots and downwind, it's not fun.
Yeah. What about, can we have a look at, is there the standings on the all-female and the female skippers? I just wouldn't mind seeing if they've got standings on that. Is that something we can pull up?
Not that I can see.
That's a bit disappointing, isn't it?
If someone does find the link, just send it through and we'll go through it tonight. Got Corinthian, IRC, PHS.
I had a bit of a chuckle to myself. Still got the Sydney 38s there.
Yeah. Negative on the all-female. But if someone does find it, let us know and we'll bring it up tonight.
Well, Ocean Crusaders is female skipper, so Annika's the boss on that one.
You'd have to think they'd be in the lead online on us.
And I'm IRC as well. I'm assuming they're doing pretty well. So they're sitting 9th over all online on us. Cracking. Yeah. So, and then active again would be the next one. The old, that she's a 54 ex-Japanese boat, oyster catcher. She's the old oyster catcher, 951 or whatever they are. Stephanie Karen is close behind. So there you go. There's a little bit in the female skippers.
Awesome.
Can just jump onto that. I was just trying to race down the list and see if I can work out who's where. Cool. Right. Anything else you want to touch on, gentlemen?
No, just going to keep an eye on this summer holiday on the east coast of Tasmania.
I'm praying I'll be heading off on the 15th at about 12 p.m. today, hoping that I get a westerly as strong as what they're getting across Bass Strait right now to just really get me one down the fairway.
Oh, there you go.
Just looking at the Vendée, I'm wondering if Sebastian Simon is actually ducking into the Falkland Islands at the moment. He's got it, or he just doesn't realise it's in front of him, but he's heading straight out.
That race was on.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that over the weekend.
Yeah. But well, I must point out that because Jan Richaume, I can't remember how Bicey was pronouncing it, but
Jan Richaume.
Jan Richaume. He'd gapped out to about 70 miles or something, but it's closed down pretty hard, and Charlie seems to be averaging faster speeds at the moment. So, and he is smoking up to the back of Jan Richaume. So that is of interest. Yeah, cool. That was it.
Boys. All right. 6 p.m. East Coast time tonight.
East Coast on the dot. Brett
Let's
Perry.
go Sked 3.
Jeremy Ray. Jeremy Ray. Any predictions I make, retire. Anyone you would like me to put the curse on?
So you're saying he's got the commentator's curse?
Yeah, he's love it.
The comment curse.
Yeah, the comment curse. Yeah, that's right.
Comment cursor.
Beauty. It's not going to get any easier.
No,
in
it's going
fact,
to be very
gets
tough for
harder
the navigators. I mean, this is going to be a navigator's either nightmare or dream if they can pull through this, there's going to be some excited navigators in the in Customs House.
Yeah,
Tough.
big day.
Just
Cool.
seeing a bit of banter just on a quick chat with some of the Adelaide boys here. On Wild thing, it's 45 knots. They got the J6 on and
Wow.
3 reefs.
Wow.
It's horrible
Wow.
now.
It's horrible now. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's horrible.
And they got the keel on the right side?
Oh, well, to start with, but I can actually just see on the Law Connect live stream they're shaking a reef. So the reefs must be coming a bit after for them.
There we go. I told you.
Yeah. They're going to accelerate away a bit here.
This could be even be a 1-1 for the big boat.
Oh,
so they've got the
BP,
down.
you just throw shit everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, no, something will stick one day, BP.
I am a bit. Well, I have to be this year. You have to be very, very. What's the word?
Across everything.
Across
You're
everything,
supposed to be our savant, mate.
because the weather.
Actually,
conditions
that's
are
a
across
negative. They're not
everything.
shaking it. I think they're trying to pull it to windward to get all the water out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to be our savant, not our.
No, but I've told you. I said it's a big boat race, and that's what I'm hanging at. And I have got a sneaky dollar on the Wild thing.
We believe you, mate.
Yeah.
I feel like, anyway. All right. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to cause it. All right. Let's leave it. All right. We'll come back. When are we coming back? We are back at
6 o'clock tonight.
6 o'clock Sydney time, or standard East Coast time, or daylight savings time for normal people like me.
5:30 Adelaide.
5:30 Adelaide, 5 p.m. Queensland, and everybody else work out your time zones.
Yep.
That's cool. And
Nice.
be a big one.
All right. See you, boys.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Cheers. Speak to you during the day. Bye.